Jimmy Williams in the 15. Gary Malloy with the 69, Nick McIver with the 43, Ian Relier with the 41, and Brandon Ely, our winner a few weeks ago in the single cam class, will start shotgun on the field. 15 laps, the posted distance up on the 104.9, the lap counter. Green is out, down to turn number 1 they go. The driver of the number 1 car in the number 1 spot, that is Mark Burke. But not for long. Oh, hang on, off of turn number 2, 1 car out of shape. Down off the racing surface, down to the inside, trying to pull back away. We'll see if it is successful as they come around to put lap number 1 on the board. Down off of turn number 4, the number 1 car of Mark Burke showing the way. Burke, your leader. Down to the east end, here's Todd Goldstein to pull even with him up off of turn number 2. They make their way down the back straightaway. Goldstein going to take over the number 1 position, dealing Burke back to second, and we've got Yellow out on the speedway. So Yellow is out. The 82S coming to a stop down here in front. That is Nick McClendon. That is Mark Burke. John Castorella Sr. waves the green flag in front of the field once again. As they make their way down to turn number 1, the number 8 car up on the high side, working off at turn number 2. That's Todd Goldstein. Mark Burke back there, racing for second spot. A side-by-side battle with Stephen Loomis. As they work their way down here through turn 3 and 4, Chris Vanderput back there with him as they come down off of turn number 4. Vanderput, your 4th place runner. That is the 15 of Jim Williams. He rides back there in the 5th spot. 6th position would be the 5 of Brandon Ely. As they make their way down the back straightaway, the single cam cars right now riding back 5th and 6th in order. The first of those single cam automobiles would be Jimmy Williams in the 15 car. As they work their way over here to the corner, now working up on the high side, Vanderput on the inside, Burke on the outside. Here's the single cam battle for the lead as Brandon Ely tries to close in on the 15 of Jimmy Williams. That's a good race for what would be the number 1 spot in a single cam class. As your leader works down here into turn number 1, that is the number 8 car of Todd Goldstein. Goldstein with a comfortable advantage over the 31 of Stephen Loomis. Loomis rides second. The race for 3rd spot finds Mark Burke and Chris Vanderput in that order. As they work their way down here in front now, the 15 working his way up here into turn number 1, the 15 machine of Jimmy Williams, the first of the single cam cars, being trailed by the number 5 of Brandon Ely. Ely just behind the 15 machine up here through the corners as they come down off of turn number 4. Your leader already over here in turn number 2 in slower traffic, working off the corner down the back straightaway. Slower traffic, and we got a car turned around down in turn 3. 1 car facing traffic. That will bring Yellow out on the speedway. Yellow is out. Six laps on the board as we get ready to go green. John Castorella Sr. down on the flag stand. Red lights are out. Signal to the drivers they're going to go green when they come down off of turn number 4. Green flag is in the air. And we are back underway. Down at turn number 1 they go. Loomis on the inside of Goldstein, going to make a race out of it up on the front. Goldstein on the outside, Loomis on the inside, and Stephen Loomis nosing out in front of Goldstein. Got one around over here on the back straightaway, landing on its wheels. One car coming to rest on the backstretch, and that's going to bring Yellow out on the speedway once again. Yellow is out. So yellow lights are on. Kelly Duncan aboard the 6D, the driver midway down the back straightaway after going over, landing on its wheel.
Together with Congressman Chris Gibson, again, great friends of Lebanon Valley Speedway and great lovers of auto racing. As we get set to go back to four-cylinder competition here.
Oh, John Castorella Sr. waves the green flag once again. We're back underway, and Todd Goldstein going to bring him down into turn number one. Goldstein leads the way down to the east end. The 31 of Steve Loomis rides second. The number one back there in third spot, that's Mark Burke. And it's Chris Vanderput. He works down to the inside. Here's Vanderput looking down to the inside of Burke. He'll take third spot away. Burke going to come back at him up on the high side as they work their way down off of turn number 4. Side by side, they work off the corner, but now in the fast lane, Burke will go back to third. Vanderput rides back there in fourth spot. The race for fifth spot sees once again the 15 of Jim Williams holding off the advances of the 5 of Brandon Ely. Fifth and sixth place on the raceway right now represent first and second in the single cam division as the 5-lap to go sign being displayed this time by they worked their way down here through the corner. The 06 car, the 06D of Brian Bishop, is the car racing with Ely. It picked that up as the Williams machine, but that is Brian Bishop. That's Brian Bishop, a dual cam car. So right now, your number one position in single cam competition is the 5 of Brandon Ely. Ely all alone up there on the front. The number 9 of Karen Verhagen back here just behind them. That would be the second place car in single cam competition. Here's your leader coming down off of turn number 4. Todd Goldstein, pressured now by the 31 of Stephen Loomis. As Loomis going to make his way down to the inside, he'll carry Goldstein up to the outside off of turn number 2. Now Goldstein going to exercise the motor under the hood of that number 8 car, go back to the front. The 31 of Loomis trying to hang there with him. As they come down off of turn number 4, coming to the 2 to go sign this time by. It'll be 2 laps remaining for the number 8 car up on the front of Todd Goldstein. Stephen Loomis going to try and get back to him as they come off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, it's Goldstein and Loomis separated by about 3 car lengths as they make their way down into turn number 3. Here's Loomis looking down low off of turn number 4. They'll come down to the white flag this time by off of turn number 4. White flag is in the air. Goldstein and Loomis in that order. The first to see the white flag down here in front. Chris Vanderput now rides in third spot. He has taken that spot away from the number 1 of Mark Burke. Burke back there in fourth, the 06, rounding out your top 5 as we look at our final set of corners. Here's Loomis dropping down low on Goldstein once again. Goldstein going to put his foot down on the mat, and he will bring it home. Here to checkers, Todd Goldstein will pick up the win in the 8 car. Steve Loomis will finish second in the 31. Coming home third will be Chris Vanderput. The 1 of Mark Burke will finish in fourth, and spot number 5 goes to car number 5. That is Brandon Ely. So Todd Goldstein picks up the win in our 4-cylinder feature event.